All right, Shalom. Kol Haloyim La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash. Double honor be unto the head elders, the apostles and bishops, a great millstone. And Shalom to you, Akim, out there. Welcome to another installment, Psalms of the day. Lord willing, you're edified. Psalms 83, and it reads, Keep not thou silence, O power Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. This is dealing with the enemies, who are the other nations that is going to list. All right, this is what I like to call the Most High's hit list. And thy people is who? The Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel, as well as the hidden ones, which is the elect. They have said, Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So this is what these nations that the Most High is gonna list. This is what they're guilty of. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. Now, who is it? The tabernacles of Edom, so-called white man, and the Ishmaelites, the so-called Arabs, of Moab, the so-called Chinese, and the Hagarenes. The different mixed nations that came from Hagar. The nations, the 8 sons of Keturah. All right, but Hagar also had Ishmael. But the Hagarenes, they're also dealing with these type of nations. Gebal is dealing with the Edomites. Ammon, the so-called Japanese, and Amalek is also Edomites, but they're the top tribe of Esau. The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. And this tells us something important about Assyrians, that they help the children of Moab and Ammon. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera and as to Jabin at the brook of Kison. Because when you read in Judges, the book of Judges, the 4th and 5th chapters, the Most High raised up Deborah, a prophetess, and she told Barak and, the leadership at the time on what was going to happen. That's why she sung that song. All right. When you go back into the Judges, that's what King David is referring to. And what happened is, the Lord killed Sisera by the hands of a woman, Jael. She drove a tent. Shit, Slakia. She drove a shit. Slakia. She drove a tent nail through his head. Shit. So which perished at Endor, they became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like, what the hell? Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb. All right, and I believe they got their heads cut off. Yeah, all their princes as Zeba and Zalmunna. These are all accounts in the Old Testament that you could read about, and you can see for yourself what their end was. Who said, "Let us take to ourselves the houses of the Most High in possession. O my power, make them like the wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth as wood, as the fire burneth for wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yeah, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, not Jehovah. There's no J. That letter came into existence in 1500s by this guy named Noah Trissino, John Trissino or something like that. I forget his exact name. There's no O's and there's no V's as well in the Hebrew language. This name here should be Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right. So yeah. Yeah, I think his name is John Triciano, John Trissino, something to that effect. So there you have it, man. This is Psalms 83, Psalms of the day. Lord willing, you are edified, giving all praises, honor, and glory and power unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachal Kodash. Till next one. Shalom.